What's going on, guys? It's Asher back with another video today. Today I wanted to make a video strictly for really new players getting into the sport. Right now there's not a lot of good videos out there, in my opinion, of what disc a beginner should start with. Unfortunately, I think a lot of the starter packs, other than some of the newer stuff, honestly deters more new people from playing disc golf than actually keeps people around. And what I mean by that is they start with these, DX disc. They're too flippy. They can't quite get them to do what they want. And then they give up on the sport altogether before really getting to throw some quality stuff that they're going to have a better chance with. The purpose of today's video is simply a resource for people who are just starting that aren't really familiar with disc golf or the brands or any kind of disc. I'm just going to run through some generic options, I guess, for you guys that I would recommend, that I like, that I still throw today, that you guys could start with. I'll start by saying this video is pretty unbiased because I am sponsored by 1010 Disc, which is a disc retailer who sells disc, and I can throw any kind of disc that I would like. I'm what you call an open bag in disc golf. Some people may be sponsored by a particular company, just like, let's say, Nike or Adidas. Someone who is sponsored by Nike is not going to tell you to go buy Adidas shoes. However, me, for the people that are new here, I can tell you whatever brand that I would like to recommend, and I'll give you options too. There's so many good discs out there now that the options are limitless, truly. So the whole start of this video is my buddy Chase, my brother-in-law, and his soon-to-be wife Jenna recently started playing disc golf, and we took them out the first time. They played, they had a good time. We gave them some discs that, like, I wouldn't say they were bad, but let's say, like, not the highest quality of disc per se, because if I had $1 for every time I got a new person to play, and I gave them $100 worth of disc and they never stuck around, I'd have like $2 or $3, which is not a lot, but it's more than, that happened more times than I would like.
What?
So anyways, now they have played every day for like 2 weeks and are super interested in it. And now I want to take the time to build them a more legitimate bag, a more diverse bag, a bag that they're going to be able to score better with. And let's say it starts with a bag. This is a Prodigy bag. I think right now this is probably like a $120 bag, maybe $150. This bag was given to me by a friend. Shout out Jared. I'm going to pass this bag on to them. So yeah, there's as far as bags go, there's limitless options. You can get a decent bag for like $40, and you can spend $400 on a bag. It's literally just like everything else. But this is kind of like a middle of the line bag by the company Prodigy. So we're gonna start with that. Next, we have putters. These are Fireflies. These are Innova Fireflies. The brand is Innova. The type of putter is a Firefly. I currently bag Fireflies, and I've always really liked them. That's what I would recommend. As far as putters go, pick whichever brand you like and then try out a bunch of different ones. Putters really, putter to putter, aren't much different than truly any of the other discs. So I would say they are least important once you find something that you like, I guess. It's really just a feel thing. You get your hands on a bunch of different ones, figure out what type of plastic you like, and then you can go from there. But I would recommend the Innova Firefly. Next, we have what we would call an approach disc in disc golf, which for this, I picked a Discraft Zone. The Discraft Zone is probably, without a doubt, the most common upshot approach disc in the whole entire game. What I mean by that is, like, some people can throw a zone 300 feet, but most of the time, this is for when you're pretty close to the basket and you're just trying to pitch up to the basket before you putt. And something comparable to this would be like a A3 by Prodigy or a Toro by Discraft. There's so many options, it's not even funny. But if you want to get something, I would get a zone from Discraft. Next, we're going to go with mid-range. I picked a M4 by the company Prodigy. So this is a mid-range, which it's exactly how it sounds. This is what you are throwing in the mid-range distance of your game. So let's say you threw a driver off the tee. Now you're throwing, let's say, a mid if you're still a good ways from the basket. This is a Old Miss one that we got from 1010. It is an M4. As far as mid-ranges go, there's, once again, a billion different options. But if you like the company, Innova, a Rock 3 is a solid option, or a Mako. Or if you like Discraft, there's a Malta. Mid-ranges, once again, just buy a mid, learn it, throw it, and ultimately you're going to have success once you figure out what it does. I'll go ahead and tell you right now, I've been playing disc golf for a long time, and the mid-range is my least favorite type of disc in the game. I very rarely throw a mid. I'd rather throw what we're going to go to next, which is a fairway driver, or throw a putter. For some reason, how these feel in my hand, it's just awkward. I don't love it. Next, for the fairway drivers, I picked the Innova Halo Leopard 3. The Leopard or the Leopard 3, you can pick either. I don't think they're that much different. Either are very solid options. I love and throw the Leopard all the time. This is one of those discs you can start with, and no matter how good you get, or how much stronger you get, or how much more power you get, you're going to continue to love the Leopard. And what you use the Leopard for when you start versus playing 5 years down the road, those are going to be pretty similar things, honestly. As far as fairway drivers go, once again, a lot of options, but just go ahead and save yourself some time, get the Innova Leopard, or let's say like a FX4 from Prodigy, or Discraft, maybe an Athena, maybe? No, that's probably not a good comparison. Leopard 3. Now we have another fairway driver. This is actually an FD1. The only difference between this disc and the last disc is this particular one is going to fade quicker. It's going to be more reliable, I would say. An FD1 or a FD or a T-Bird or a T-Bird 3, these are all discs that are in the same slot category that are all going to do the job really well. That honestly, I think most people have. So that's why I have chose the FD1 in this case. All the T-Birds I have, I want to keep. I don't want to get rid of them. So FD1. We're officially on to what I would consider to be a control driver. For most people in the heights of their game, they're never really going to be able to throw any disc further than a control driver. At least me. Most of the time, my control drivers actually go just as far as my distance drivers. So this is a Grace by Latitude 64. This is a disc that my wife loves. I love the disc that is basically this exact same thing, but by a different company. So I think a lot of people, when they're first starting out and you don't know anything else, go get a Grace. I think you'll enjoy it. It's going to end up being one of your furthest flying discs for a really long time. Last but not least, we have the distance driver. I went with the D3 by the company Prodigy. Very comparable to like an Innova Destroyer or a Discraft Force or a Discmania Cloudbreaker. They're all pretty much the same. They're all great discs. I will say right now at your stage of the game, and most people quite honestly, a distance driver, you think you would be able to throw the furthest, but due to speed and mechanics, you're probably going to be throwing a mid-range or a fairway or a control driver the furthest for a really long time. However, I wanted to go ahead and include one of these just in case some of you are a little bit better or have a little bit more arm speed, maybe a little bit more athletic. But you are going to be able to throw the distance driver the most reliably. So the most consistently, you're going to be able to throw it where you think it's going to go, I'll say. That's why I wanted to include this. If you're interested in buying any of these discs, they're all available at 1010. 1010 is really fast shipping. If you use code ASHER5, you'll get 5% off. That helps me continue to do giveaways every video. If you're new here, I'll go ahead and let you know. I give away a disc every single video. I have now given away a disc in over, I think, 38 states. I'm well over 60 discs given away on the channel now. And I can only do that due to you guys using my code and making a little money on YouTube. So it would help me out greatly if you'd go buy something. I'd appreciate it. None of these discs are right or wrong. So buy what you want to buy. Pick your favorite brands. Do whatever you want. Last thing I got to do is give away a disc for this video. Here in 3, 2, 1. Congrats. Email me or message me on Instagram. I'll get it sent to you. If you want to be entered in the next giveaway for something different, All you got to do for that is comment down below what disc you would recommend to a brand new beginner player. And like the video, comment, subscribe, tell a homie about the channel, help me out. That's all you got to do, and you're automatically entered in next video for a chance to win. I'll catch you guys in the next one.